the show. I'm joined tonight by a man who has answers, Bart Chilton, Commissioner of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Bart, great to have you with us tonight. We've been down this road, but I just kind of like to remind them how this all works. Explain the main reasons gas prices have dropped 60 cents in the last 3 months. What's going on?
Hey, Ed, well, we've got ample supply and not a whole lot of demand, and that's what's been the case. It happened to have also been the case that we had ample supply and not much demand when prices were high. And so there really is, in fairness on both sides, not a lot a president can do either way on these things. But what the president has done, President Obama has done, is he saw that these wild gyrations in prices needed to be controlled, and as part of Dodd-Frank, the big financial reform law, he insisted that we impose limits on how much a speculator can control in markets. But guess what? The banksters are stopping us, trying to stop us from implementing that rule. I don't think they're going to succeed, and I think we're going to have these limits in place in September.
Okay, so the Commodity Speculation Task Force, did it have any impact on gas prices, this task force that was put together?
Well, there's a lot that's been done, absolutely, including the task force work. But where we are right now is we've passed a regulation that is ready to go into effect, except we've got one more little thing to do. Hopefully we're going to do it next week. And as I say, the bankers are taking us to court to try and stop it from being implemented. You would think the bankers got some other things going on in the economy, but they're trying to stop us from putting in these very reasonable limits, Ed. It just says that you can't hold more than 10% of a market. And so we need those limits, we need them soon, and hopefully we're going to get them in September.
Could we see a spike again due to the tensions with Iran and the Middle East?
Yeah, you absolutely can. I mean, you know, prices, as you noted at the opening of the program, are low, but they've actually gone up 13% in the last 3 trading days. So it's this volatility that's so crazy. The highest prices we've ever had for crude oil was actually in July of 2008. It wasn't this president, and I'm not blaming President Bush, certainly, but that's when the highest prices were. It's this volatility that consumers demand should be somewhat reasonable, that you don't go in these big swings. Gas prices impact families, they impact our businesses nationwide, they impact our global competitiveness, so we need to control them to ensure that they are someplace reasonable, that the price is developed, we call it price discovery, in a reasonable way that's good for consumers and good for our economy.
Commissioner Bart Chilton, good to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much.
You guys are so silly.
Strategist Bob Shrum. Bob, good to have you with us. Hope you have a great week coming up. You too, Commissioner. It's that festive time of year where we barbecue. I'll talk about that later. But I got to stay on the, we're all driving to barbecues, I guess, this week.